Here is Taylor with the first ball, second one-day international, and just wide of the point fielder. Dwayne Bravo it is. They come back for a second as Ben has to move around from third man. So off the mark with the first delivery, a little bit of swing there. Beautifully bowled. Well, there is outswing. Taylor strikes in his first over. Caught it, just searching for it. This one was much closer to the off stump. Caught behind, flashing. So Gambia goes. What a good start for the West Indies. Rather loose shot from the left-hander. And Rampaul strikes in his first over as Taylor did. And India have lost their two opening batsmen for 6.
The crowd celebrating. Gambhir again early in the innings, playing a loose shot. Short and wide, but no footwork again. We saw that from Dinesh Karthik. Gautam Gambhir also rooted to the crease, playing away from the body. Joy for the bowler. Always a great thing for a bowler to pick up a wicket early in the spell.
Oh, he's caught behind, dropped and caught. Morton takes the catch from Ramdin. Rohit Sharma goes now. Well, dropped, a straightforward catch, and luckily for Ramdin, it rebounded from his gloves. Morton in at second slip takes the comfortable catch. 3 wickets down. Those cues better have get in quickly. Now is that glove? Not out, says umpire Nigel Long. Points to his hip.
Dhoni initially was looking to play at the delivery and then withdraws at the last moment. Good decision from the umpire.
Well hit, well hit. Fielder down there can't get to it. Partnerships of over 100 in one-day internationals for India.
Just the first boundary for India and for MS Dhoni. The bowling has been top class. It's been on the fuller side for most part. The first shot delivery, and it's been put away quite easily.
Gone for 4, just past the keeper.
And both have been short deliveries. Just wide of Dinesh Ramdin. Yuvraj Singh was looking to hit it square. Just getting a glove. And luckily for him, it was wide of the wicketkeeper.
Cracking shot from Yuvraj Singh. He holds his pose momentarily for the photographers and for the cameras.
Classic shot. Getting to the pitch of the ball, opening the face of the bat. Beautifully played in any form of the game. Magnificent stroke.
Crashing shot. Unusual area where Yuvraj hit that because it was short outside the off stump. Usually you see them go squarer.
He was almost too early into the shot. Might have been looking to go squarer, but then recognizing that was up onto him, smashed it back.
And with shots like that, there will be no problem looking to get a tempo. That is a classy shot. Rampaul looks bewildered because he would have thought that length, it wasn't that wide.
You know, those Indian fans will rejoice with every boundary that he plays. Commanding stroke. Not a lot of bounce, getting on top of it. He's a big man.
Not timed to perfection. That is not 2 runs. Let me not start. He circled that ball. Don't often see those things on camera, and this was the end result. Now, had Morton been standing at gully, he would have been nowhere near this. So sometimes as a captain, you have got to, even if your bowler wants something, which a bowler is well within his rights to do, the captain has to say, well, maybe I'll deny you this time.
I'm happy you said you weren't starting on his case. If you did, you'd be all over him.
Bravo. Struck in front. But Dhoni was on the walk down the track. Now, where was he struck? Was it outside the off stump, or was he down the wicket and put doubt in the umpire's mind?
Seemed to be colour coordinated, Dwayne Bravo and Chris Gale. Struck just outside. Good decision anyway. Never really legislate for that.
That's gone a long way. It's gone with the wind, but it's gone into the stand. Incredible shot. It's about 75 yards that way, but with the wind.
It was just taken off the hip, just scooped away. And the man on the boundary at square leg probably thought, well, okay, this is going to nestle into my arms. I've just got to walk in. But actually, it was sailing well over his head.
That'll be close to the boundary. In fact, it's 4. Very good bowling by Taylor. The line, and what I mean by that is the line is a tight off stump, 50 for 3.
Right on cue, Bish, right on cue. As you were saying, things looking ominous for the West Indies, and it's paid off. The dangerous Yuvraj is out. Third catch for Ramdin. In fact, he had 4. Put down 1, which was tidied up at slip.
Yes.
Bravo is on now, and they'll have to hurry for this single. Chandapal with the throw, a little bit too late. Took off just in time, well judged. Taylor 7 overs, 1 for 23, so still has 3 overs to go. He hasn't been edged and caught, easily taken. Well, it's proved the undoing of yet another Indian batsman. A short lift in delivery, well directed. Patan couldn't keep it down, and Kudos it out.
He was never really comfortable to the short ball, Patan. This one got a little big for him, opened the face, and a good catch by Chris Gayle. Responsibility squarely on Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And
very nearly the way he got out on Friday. This is today. Just pushing at it. Was caught behind off Bravo first ball on Friday. And here's how he went on Friday. Almost identical. Jadeja in strike. It just looks as if he wants to flirt outside that off stump. Not settled yet. You can see that he's just a little bit nervous. Oh, he's punched that beautifully. Up on his toes. That'll make him feel a lot better, Jadeja.
Well, this one was nice and close to him and short enough. Got on top of it, and that's where he likes to play.
Catch him!
On the legs. Last ball goes for 4. Caught behind. Another catch to Ramdin. Tentative shot for Jadeja. Really a nondescript. And the edge found. Rampaul gets the wicket. 6 down now for 70. Jadeja caught Ramdin, bowled Rampaul 7.
Good bowling from Rampaul. Jadeja had been looking very, very suspect outside that off stump. Didn't know whether to play or take the bat away. Takes the outside edge.
No, he won't. 5th catch for Dinesh Ramdin in this innings. Wonderful line here. He's been mixing it up.
Mainly bring the ball into Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He surprises Harbhajan Singh with a delivery that leaves him marginally, forcing him to play away from the body. He's on a roll. Bravo is a utility cricketer.
Yeah, well caught by Chris Gayle. Another wicket for Ravi Rampaul. He's having a good time.
From Praveen Kumar, he's not playing according to the situation. Just mentioned he will have a go at it. He was in no position to play that shot. But Chris Gayle made the catch look so simple. He's having a whale of a time.
He's the only man to hold on.
Straight delivery, and he's decided he'll take 1, he'll get 2. Good piece of fielding.
He was very, very effective in the field. Ronaldo Morton, the man from Nevis, full of energy, full of commitment.
Well, this one won't be stopped. Way up into the George Headley stand.
And that's why he wanted to stay on strike. He backed himself with the slower bowler on to have a go at him. He was hitting along the ground, turning down the single, and this is why he wanted to be on strike for Suleiman Ben. Because once he is there, India still have hope of getting a competitive total.
Well struck. Poor fielding from Chris Gayle. And what should have been none turns into 2.
Much clearer day today than it was on Friday. Oh, that's a very bad delivery. Way down the leg side, beats the keeper. Time for a couple. So that counts as an extra 3. It's the most impressive single that we've seen for some time. And he stroked it down the ground for 4. Lovely, authentic straight drive by R.P. Singh. Over from the mound there. Come back for the second. Good scurrying. And a wayward return to the bowler's end. A half century for Mahendra Singh Dhoni. It is not a typical MS Dhoni half century by any means. It's his slowest ever in one-day internationals for a reason. 87 balls. He is the one who has to ensure he's the main batsman, the only main batsman left, and he's out there to ensure they bat out their 50 overs.
Also in the recent past, he's not been amongst the runs, Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
It's a long 50 here for Dhoni, but nothing compared with 337 by Hanif Mohammed, batted for 970 minutes in Barbados and Test match in 58. There's a Ben. Inside edge, could go all the way. Sarwan's after it, won't get there. Perhaps even more. Cut away by Dhoni, that's gone for 4.
It's becoming a little too easy. Third man inside the ring, just a little bit of width provided.
Turn.
That was a great delivery.
Oh! An impressive innings, nevertheless, Jeffrey, by Mahendra Singh Dhoni. That is a good two. West Indies just fell asleep there. Ben at mid-wicket, Bravo at short fine leg, Sarwan at deep backward square, all stood and raised their arms, indicating to the other person to chase after it. In the meantime, they were all slow to pull off, and Dhoni got 2.
They worked hard to get themselves into this position. Oh, that's lovely. Nicely played, very delicate.
Now, the ball has travelled quite nicely here. R.P. Singh has played a lovely loft over, long off. As easy as you like here at Sabina Park.
And we see again what those big bats can do. Just hit through the line of it, didn't appear to hit it very hard. And it literally sails over long off.
Down towards long and dropped. Ravi Rampaul. Fieldsman down there burst through his hands. Really, it was travelling, but you'd fancy yourself to hold on to that.
An example of Dhoni's power. This went flat, straight to Rampaul and straight through him.
Yeah, that's what they need a lot more of in pressure situations over the course of the one-day internationals. Looking ahead, consistently being able to get those Yorkers on target when they choose to deliver them, right on that batting crease. Should be caught. Suleiman Ben is behind it and takes it. Finally, the partnership is broken, but what a partnership it has been between Dhoni and R.P. Singh. 101 in total. Great discipline applied between the two batsmen, and for R.P. Singh, what an effort coming in at number 10.
Well, a great supporting act comes to an end. R.P. Singh stayed there for 75 deliveries before finally succumbing for 23.
And he does try to tee off, and he gets an underedge. It goes for 4, and it takes him to 95. This has been a gem of an innings from the Indian captain. Well bowled, Jerome Taylor. Very well bowled. The Indian captain has played well. He won't get another one-day international 100. Wonderful slower delivery from Taylor. Had Dhoni threw his shot far too early, and importantly, it was straight.
Slower delivery, made some room, and the perfect length ball just hits the top of off stump, and that's what that one did.
That'll be 4. Could be leg byes, are leg byes.
They want runs. Looking to bring the ball into Chris Gayle, straying in line. The first runs on the board.
And hammers it away for 4. Without really asked for it. Short and wide, angled across him, and well put away by Morton.
Short and wide, and he picks the gap to perfection. Plenty of fielders on the offside. Good placement from Rampaul Martin. It's the hand-eye coordination more than anything else.
Good thing he got his head out of the way. A very good thing. We've seen one of those early today when Dwayne Bravo got his hand in the way of a fierce shot from MS Dhoni, and this time he had to duck and duck well.
Saved his life, that's for sure. With an errant length, your life is in danger against Chris Gayle. Hits him really, really hard. He's a strong man, and he says sorry. Targeting Praveen Kumar, not only for runs, but also where he's hitting. The second time in this over, but this time Praveen does well.
Fielder up there, and it's gone right through him. Gautam Gambhir there. In fact, if he had fielded the ball cleanly, he may have had the opportunity of a run up, because Gayle was on his way down. That's 4. 4 overthrows. Gayle just lingering out of his ground. But was that throw necessary? And that's a magnificent blow. That's gone for 6. It's a flat 6 by Gayle. He just stood there and delivered.
Because it sounded so sweet the moment it left the bat. And like you mentioned, hardly left the ground, but cleared it quite easily.
Hammered now off the back foot. It's short, and Gayle swats it.
In an amazing form, getting his front leg out of the way.
There he goes again. Not quite clearing it. So a highly productive over for the West Indies. 16 off it. And here's the last delivery of the over. Just didn't quite carry. Got it more on the bottom of the bat than the middle. Yet another boundary for Gayle. 16 off the over.
Amazing shot. No.
Reasonably vertical bat.
Getting it away fine. Almost too easy right now for the West Indies. One-handed for 4. Well, that's all you can say, really, to surprise with what he can manufacture. There's the big wipe, and it's gone all the way. I think it's done some damage to one of those vehicles in the car park, and the damage brings up the 100 for the West Indies.
It's not a very, well, it would seem a very popular parking spot, really, but it's not a smart choice after what Yuvraj did here 2 days ago. Now Chris Gayle pummeling that very area. He's gone straight a lot of the time in his innings today. One of the few times that he's looked to slog sweep.
He's gone over the top. Will it be taken? It's a brilliant catch. Superbly taken by Gautam Gambhir.
Yep, he was moving, he was traveling. Gambari was at full pelt. That's just not an easy catch because he had to dive and wrap his arms around it.
Oh, that's beautifully hit.
They picked a spot, got his front leg out of the way.
Rohit Sharma to continue. Oh, that's the end of Sawan. Walked straight past it.
He's not a big turner of the ball. Sarwan was looking for the turn. An easy stumping in the end for Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Give you some nervous moments, these two.
Dhoni just trying to deflect it onto the stumps. Let's see what the decision is. Yes, he's safe.
Lovely sweep shot from Morton.
Hit that really well. Over the top of Harbhajan. Short, and Morton been in for some time now and saw it very early.
Well, this just sat up for him. Very short. Just about shoulder height. Could hit that with the full face of the bat.
And a bad piece of fielding. India have been sloppy in the field today. It's not been the performance of a team like India, which has built up this tremendous reputation of late. Ashish Nehra this time fumbling. West Indies need 3 to win to complete the victory. They've got 8 wickets in hand, 34 overs gone. The regulation states the ball must be changed, and it has. And what an emphatic way to finish it. Ranaka Morton finishes it with a 6. And an exclamation mark on what has been a fine innings by Morton. Series level. West Indies win by 8 wickets. With as many as 15 overs and 5 balls remaining. India winning the first match on Friday here at Sabina Park by 20 runs, and the West Indies coming back and beating them by 8 wickets in the second game. Here's how it finished. Morton getting under it and planting it into the George Headley stand. So he finishes with a very good 85 from 102 deliveries.